Hello my beautiful friends, it's Julia here from Made by the Chef, and I thought I'd shoot my video in the garden today. It was such a beautiful day. So now, remember when you were a kid and you used to tell your parents why? Why? So whenever they asked you to do something, it was always why? And then they'd say something and then you'd go, why? And then they'd say something again, you go, why? So anyone who's got kids will completely understand what I'm saying. I've got 3 of them and I've been through that, and and my daughter still asks me, the youngest one, why? Tidy your room. Why? Because it's messy. Why? Because it would look much nicer if you tidy it. Why? The thing with why is anyone who goes through a journey of transformation, anyone who goes through a journey of change, one of the most important questions that you have to ask yourself is why. Now, there's a brilliant guy out there, business leader, thought leader, Simon Sinek, and he actually wrote a whole book about it. That whenever you enter into something, and his kind of book and his business is generally targeted towards people who've got businesses, but this can be applicable to you as a personal, just one, or as a business. And that is the book he's written is called Start With Why. Whenever we do anything, we have to have a reason. We have to think, why are we doing that? So why do we want to go through this process of change? Why do we want to enter on this journey? Or if you're on the journey, why am I doing the things I'm doing? Because when you ask yourself those questions, it activates your mind. It exercises your brain. Brings up emotions. And you know, sometimes we don't always want to know why, but we have to ask those questions, because if we're not inquiring of ourselves why, we can't inquire that of other people. Asking why is a brilliant way to have a conversation with your partner, with family, with a friend. If you meet someone new, asking why shows that you're interested in what they've got to say. So coming back to ourselves, if we're going on a journey of change, if we're moving forward, we want to change for whatever reason that might be. And you know, some of us, when we make a decision to change, it can be life-changing. It can be so profound. You know, leaving your home country, moving somewhere that you've never been before. Maybe it's to change jobs or change career. Maybe you've actually decided to start your own business, so you're leaving the comfort of a steady job and a steady income. Maybe it's something really deep, really personal, like you've decided to get a divorce, leave your marriage. Maybe you're going to leave home. There's so many reasons why we go through a change, why we go through a transformation. If we don't ask ourselves why we're actually doing what we're doing, and really where our journey is going to take us, so our purpose, we're not asking what the why to get the purpose, to know what our purpose is, then we're just existing. We're not really doing anything. We're just plodding along, not really going anywhere. So you've got to ask yourself the reasons why you're doing something. Maybe you decided to go on a diet. But why is that? Is it because you feel you're not happy with the way you look? And if you're not happy with the way you look, why is that? Because you've got to look deep within yourself. There could be old traumas from the past. These could be old feelings that you've got, that actually those are the things that really need to be tackled. And maybe just the diet is really just on the surface. It's just that superficial part of where you're going. Maybe actually what you really need to tackle is why you eat the way you do, or why you behave the way you do. Because if you can't get deep within your mind, deep within your heart, your soul, to really understand why you ate that tub of ice cream or why you drank that whole bottle of wine, then actually sometimes going on a diet or going on some sort of crash plan isn't going to be sustainable, because you don't actually know why you're doing it. You don't really know what your purpose is. You know, we've all got to have a purpose in life, because actually when we've got a purpose, when we know what our why is, it resonates with everybody around us. It can impact so many other people. Think about the people that influence you and you influence. So if you start with the people, and here's a brilliant action for you. Make a list of the people that you influence. And that could be from your kids who look to you as a role model. It could be, if you've got a business, your employees. If you're someone who offers advice to others. There's a lot of people out there, and actually I reckon you can make quite a long list. So now think about the people that influence you. You see, when you're asking yourself why, and when you're looking for your purpose in life and where you're going and where you're heading, actually, by making that list, by putting together and working out who influences you, who you influence, it will really get you to have a good understanding. Oh, train going by. Will get you to have a really good understanding of who you are and who the people are that you mix with. Because actually, if we're not mixing with a brilliant circle of friends who's there to support us, who's there to actually hold us up, and we're there to hold them up, and that we're not all influencing each other, and we're not all asking each other why, then what's the point? Having a purpose, having a why, means that every journey you take, every step you take in that journey, when you're walking forward, when you're moving forward, anything you do, you know the reason why you're doing it. So whether it fails, you just get back up again, you dust yourself down and you keep going. Because it doesn't matter, because you know where you're heading. You know for what reason you're doing what you're doing. You want to get a promotion in that job? Why do you want that promotion? You want to earn more money? Why do you want to earn more money? What's that money going to do for you? Having that promotion, having that status, having that job, what's it going to do for you? Why? Why do you do the job that you do? What's the purpose of that? Do you love the job that you do? Because you really should. You should be loving whatever it is that you're doing, because there's a purpose to that. Why are you doing that? So you're buying that big house. Why are you buying that big house? Because you want to have a home for your family. You want to put a roof over their head. Because you want to have a big garden. Because you want to plant. You want to have lots of family coming to visit you. Because you want to just create happiness in that home. Why? You ask yourself why. That's your why. You want that promotion because you want to get a better salary, because you want to be able to buy a home to provide for your family. That's the why. Because you then want to be able to make a difference to the world. Because really, ultimately, when we ask ourselves why, when we've got a purpose, it's not just for us. It's so that we can have an impact, so that we can inspire the whole world. We can inspire those around us. That's our why, that's our purpose. That should be always part of our why and part of our purpose. So ask yourself why. Ask yourself what you're doing today, why you're doing what you're doing. What's your purpose? It's not always a really easy one to do. So make a list of those that you inspire. Make a list of those that inspire you. Make a list of the influences you have in your life, because that would be a really good starting point. And really push yourself at every single step. Always ask yourself why, because that will really help you to get to where you need to be. So I'm going to leave you with this quote. And this one is something a Zen Buddhist said that Simon Sinek actually quoted. How you do anything is how you do everything. Have a wicked day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.